Now I want you to consider something. You've seen it your entire life and you've definitely noticed. The weeks never line up with the months. Look, if this month starts on a Monday, does it end on a Sunday? No. If it starts on a Tuesday, does it end on a Monday? Never happens. The pattern never repeats cleanly, okay? Let me sit down. Most people think, well, that's just how calendars work. It's not aligned, but whatever. But what if I told you that this flaw in the calendar is actually part of the most profound feature of reality itself? And here's some math you can do in your head. Very simple. How many days in a week? Not a trick question. 7 days, right. How many weeks should fit in a month? Well, 7 days times 4 weeks equals 28 days. Well, how many days are actually in most months? 30 or 31 days. And February throws in 28 or 29 depending on if it's a leap year. So there's always 1, 2, or 3 days left over at the end of every month. I call these the spillover days, the days that don't fit other patterns cleanly. Now, if we scale this up to a full year, the moon cycle is 29.53 days per lunar month. 12 lunar months is 354.36 days. But the solar year is 365.25 days. The difference? About 11 days of lunar spillover every year. And that's why your birthday isn't the same moon phase year after year, or why ancient calendars had to add intercalary months. The pattern never quite repeats. So here's the question. What if these spillover days didn't exist? Imagine for a moment that the math worked out perfectly. If there were exactly 12 months, 12 lunar cycles for 1 year, 365 days. If everything synchronized with no remainders, here's what your life would look like. Same day of the week for your birthday, forever. Always a Tuesday, always a Tuesday, always a Tuesday. Same pattern every single month. January 1st, always Monday. January 31st, always Sunday. Same holidays on same days, forever. Christmas, always a Thursday. New Year's, always a Friday. Your life would repeat in perfect mechanical rhythm. No variation, no surprise, no spontaneity. You'd live in a cosmic clockwork. Every moment predetermined by perfect mathematical cycles. But reality doesn't work that way. Those 2 to 3 spillover days each month, that 11-day annual overflow, that's where your free will lives. That's the creativity of this beautiful divine system. And this is just part 1. When systems synchronize perfectly with no remainder, they become deterministic, which essentially means no free will. Every future state can be calculated from past states. No room for variation, no space for choice. The future is just math clicking forward like clockwork. But when systems have spillover, those messy remainders that don't divide evenly, the future states become unpredictable. Variation becomes mandatory. Choice becomes possible. The future stays open. That's why mathematician Kurt Gödel proved in 1931 that no system can be both complete and consistent. The translation, if everything fits together perfectly, complete, it's dead and mechanical, deterministic. For a system to be alive and creative, it must have incompleteness, gaps, remainders, what I call spillover. Completeness equals death. Frozen, finished, deterministic. Spillover is life, breathing, creative, free. Your calendar proves this every single month. So where exactly does free will happen? In the spillover spaces. Think about your life. You make plans. Next Monday, I'll start that project. But then an unexpected call on Sunday changes everything. That's spillover, the unplanned space where choice enters in a life setting. Your schedule, meeting every Tuesday, 2 p.m., but then one Tuesday, there's a holiday. Pattern breaks, new opportunity. That's spillover, the interruption that creates possibility. This is literally what's happening in the cosmos. If you have weeks fit into your months perfectly, you have no unexpected interruptions, no spillover, no surprises, no variation. No evolution, no broken patterns, no gap between plan and reality. No choice equals no free will. The messiness of your calendar, it isn't a bug in the system. It's a feature that keeps you from being a robot. Those leftover days that don't fit the pattern, that's your freedom breathing. And here's where it gets beautiful. This isn't an accident. This is divine. The celestial mechanics. 7 visible timekeeping bodies. Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn. They were set up this way. And in the next video, I'm going to bring it all together. This is part 2 of a 15-part series on the spillover, nested mechanics of our divine realm.